today. From Portland, Oregon, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. Minshew and the Portland Snowhawks taking on Lamar Jackson and the London Bulldogs.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the London Bulldogs and the Portland Snowhawks. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Portland team entering play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by Gardner Minshew, 6th-round selection in 2019 out of Washington State.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that told me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Minshew's
ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Able to find his running back, Geis. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Geis. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Darius Geis, the ball carrier.
A look at the numbers for Geis a week ago. 12 carries, 61 yards, and a touchdown.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
From the 38, Minshew. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. On first down, this is Geis. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
On the ground, it's Geis. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll run with Geis. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1.
Geis. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score, almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
You're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. A 10-play drive that time, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. As we get a look at a guy who grew up in Florida, played his college ball, of course, in Louisville. It's the electric Lamar Jackson.
And no one can run the football like Lamar Jackson from the quarterback position. The most dynamic guy with the ball in his hands since probably Michael Vick. Got more accurate throwing the football each and every year in Louisville. But how about this one? A first-round pick in 2017, the number 32 pick in the first round. The last guy to do that at Louisville, Teddy Bridgewater, the same exact pick when he came out.
23 yards on the tuck and run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, Jackson. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
First down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. A first down run there for Jacobs, but nothing doing as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
He sets to fire deep. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
Trying to get the ball to his tight end in the center of the field where he runs a lot of his routes and ostensibly is extremely comfortable. He was hoping he'd find a seam and a big gainer to go along with it, but that one was incomplete.
That keeps the score Snowhawks 7, Bulldogs nothing.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a run with Geis. And he's got this down to the 35.
Here he is.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
57, Mike, 57.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Darrell Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. McManus now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Pettis now on the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Pettis on the return. They'll take over 1st down and 10.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 37-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Bulldogs nothing.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to
throwing again. Jackson, and it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Out of bounds at the 28-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and...
Minshew sets to throw. Caught left side, Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. And that is incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. He gets it in the hands of Geis. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
It'll be Minshew again. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a 1st down on that last catch as well.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams just bowling over tacklers. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 30.
Here's Minshew. And this complete to Henry over the middle.
Minshew's pass.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. That catch, number 750 of his NFL career, and it puts him even with not just one but two Hall of Famers, Michael Irvin and Charlie Joyner. So some pretty good company at 750.
Yeah, you talk about the playmaker, Michael Irvin, and the guy who just made plays, Charlie Joyner. And that's what we're seeing here. Similar style in terms of being dependable, being open, and turning it into plays that you remember.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal.
On the ground, Geis. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. The last 2 runs have gone nowhere, and now another showdown looming on third and goal. They run with Geis. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And McManus able to put it through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0.
Snowhawks 17. Bulldogs nothing.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
London about set to take over on offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it'll be a turnover. This is going the other way.
Gardner Minshew, sacked. Fumble on the play.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. This is Geis. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck. And Minshew with nowhere to go, and they take him to the ground. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Focusing on me, from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LID.
Out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the lead now increases to 20-0.
Bulldogs, nothing.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Dante Pettis on the return. They'll take over. First down and 10.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
There's still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield.
Jackson.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. This is the tight end, Njoku. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Trey Flowers in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
For the field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17.
Hawks 20. Bulldogs 3.
Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
They'll take over. First down and 10.
London about set to take over on offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Minshew, 1st and 10. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd down.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Henry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And this is incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now McManus for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So the drive there took 6 plays.
Snowhawks 27, Bulldogs 3.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Pettis now on the return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
They'll take over 1st down and 10. at their own 20.
London about set to take over on offense. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jackson looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's 3rd.
From the gun, Jackson.
8 yards to go.
That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Jackson's pass.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Here again comes Gardner Minshew. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Able to find his running back, Geis. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
To Darius Geis.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The kick by McManus is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Bulldogs 3.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
London about set to take over on offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
Now on 2nd and 16. Jackson, he's got Njoku over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Jackson's
a good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
11 on the play. And the London first down.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Osborne. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
8-yard line.
Running is Jacobs. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The tackle made by Demario Davis. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here's Jacobs. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line.
Brought down back at the 4-yard line.
So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Jackson's pass.
Dante Pettis. His 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Now the try here for the extra point.
Extra point.
And the lead is down to 20. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
30. Bulldogs 10. Michael Dixon.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 20.
DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. And he is closing in on the 100-yard mark for the day.
And it appears that he loved the fact that they're going to play this game earlier. You know, daytime, he's out there running around, feeling good about himself. Whatever his prep was coming in, he was able to get out there quick and fire away.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Got a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Geis. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Cody Barton on the stop. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and
3. Looking to throw it, Minshew. He gets it in the hands of Geis. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun, Geis. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he gets it all the way down to the 3.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Geis, they'll try to run it. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Brandon Ayuk. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them, because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
37. Bulldogs 10.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Jackson on first down. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
David Njoku. He steps out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, Jackson looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 16 yards, a first down. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
And 6 at the 44-yard line.
And Jackson throwing once more. His throw incomplete.
Jackson.
Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And that'll make it third down.
It's third down.
Jackson will throw again. And that will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now Jackson on 1st down. This will be caught inside the 10. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now here's Snell, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Benny Snell, his 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Austin McGinnis out for the extra point. And the lead is down to 20. That time, a 9-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
17.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
The ball carrier, brought down by Denzel Ward. 4 yards.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
At the 35-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. London about set to take over on offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing is Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Austin McGinnis out for the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 13. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
37. Bulldogs 24.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Portland's offense now about set to take over. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the home team here, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll have another home date next week as the Cincinnati Bengals come to town. Meanwhile, for the Londoners, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.